The first year I started doing percussion on the guitar, I broke 6 guitars in 1 year. So that was a very expensive year. I just buy, I don't buy guitars, these are Yamahas. Yamaha gives me guitars, so that's kind of the deal. I explained that I'm going to do stuff to your guitar that it's not really built to do, to have done to it, so that's the deal. They just send me a couple of guitars every year, so. What's that?
You should see the spares.
You don't want the spares, man. You don't want the spares. They've got one hanging up on the wall in their offices in Yamaha in Milton Keynes, and it's got a big sign over it. This is what Rodney does to our guitars. Yeah, the neck's cracked off of it, the top's cracked on it, the sides are cracked on it. Most of the finish is gone off the top. It started out black and turned this weird gray. Yeah, so anyway, oh, it's my turn, isn't it? Okay, so this is my mellow song in the middle of this set. This is one I didn't actually write myself, but written by a friend in Austin. This is you guys, I have your attention now, we're going to take it right down. Except that mandolin's blasting. I just got to set up for this. Could you bring the mandolin down? Shack with the family rolling junkie. Charismatic cholo, so some say was born play lucky. Cross streets of warriors and in his old cut El Dorado. By commandos, they canned up brash and both bovado. Mother Mary said your time is go, the rivers wide, that can be falling. For the very love of God and man, oh, Jesus crossed the real grave. Stare with the group of high-power figured of our lives. Set them down and form their plan through a haze and coat to Cardiff. Judas said, now Jesus, I know you're prone to walk on water. Swim downstream, there's a better chance that you might get across the border. Mother Mary said your time is gone, the river's wild, it can be falling. For the very love of God and man, Jesus crossed the real grave. Jesus made his own on a hot and humid Friday night. For his vision he was blinded by the brighter passing light. He never saw a shot that let them show the freedom's land. In the feeble they're still waiting for the coming of the man. Said your time has come. For the rivers wide, but can be fought and won. For the very love of God and man, oh, Jesus Christ, to be your grand. Cool, so that's Muddy Jesus. So yeah, any questions about that? How? I can't explain that. Yes.
General question.
Yeah.
For beginners, so what would you advise in terms of techniques to practice to improve your guitar playing? Pretty basic question, but
yeah. It's
how beginner are you as a beginner? I mean, do you own a guitar yet, or?
I own a guitar and I can strum a few chords together and play a little bit. I'm just looking at you guys thinking, well,
yeah,
pretty quick.
Yeah, I don't think any of us had girlfriends when we were kids.
Yeah,
so
it's very simple. Basically, just devote yourself to beard growth. This is fashionable these days. Grow your beard. That's a good one. And then, and basically, I think it's pretty simple. Maybe 35 years of practice and you're there. Really, it's just that simple.
Anyone else?
Yeah, my tip would be to just learn whatever you want to learn, man.
Yeah.
Constantly learn. Just if you're passionate about it, just do it all the time.
I'd say if it sounds bad, stop doing it. If it sounds good, do it, but do it a lot.
Yeah. It's
That's
kind
a
of the
good
way
tip.
of life, right? Yeah.
Oh, we're waxing philosophical in here now.
And
Actually, I didn't expect that at all.
But I think that there are also, if you want to do tap stuff, you could watch Netflix or something and just get your hands going until you can do little runs without thinking about it. So you can be talking to an audience and doing D major runs. So
Yeah, you have
right.
to
So then you just figure out where your fingers are going, and you do it really slowly. And then you just do that over and over. Actually, I mean, and this is it's sort of a joke, it's sort of funny, but I do believe that people that kind of get to this level of guitar comfort, if it weren't for the instrument in our hands, we would probably have some major OCD issues, like tapping things when we walk indoors and, like refolding our shirts a lot. It's the same kind of thing. It just so happens that we had a guitar in front of us.
Yeah, almost a nervous twitch, I guess.
Yeah,
It's an obsession, definitely.
yeah. Devotion.
It's an orchestra right there, and every emotion you can think of, you can make for yourself in your garden or wherever you are, and that's an incredible gift. If you get over the hump and get your fingers hard, and to experience that. Being in touch with the universe is an incredible privilege. And
Have you done any sing-alongs at Glastonbury yet? Well, there you go. There you go. That's the first start. Go sit at a campfire and annoy people until 3 a.m., 4 a.m. I think that's what we all did.
And like even just to that first tune I did, I was in this group. I'm also like a beatboxer, so I also cruise around the world going for a living. And I had this band and it broke up, and so I had this little riff, and I was like, oh, that's a nice little chord. Then I started kind of I was literally just walking around the house doing that because it's an obsession. Oh, that's cool. I was like, oh, this is really cool. And I was standing in front of this big, huge 5 foot tall by 15 foot wide mirror that I had in a rehearsal room in my house. And I just went. But that's that kind of garden thing. Like your hands are just doing it, and suddenly my body just threw that in there because it seemed like it needed to be there. But that's the thing. Like obsess, like devote. It's a very fine line between obsession and devotion. But anything that makes you feel good, go there.
I think the other thing is
Not anything, actually. There are children in the audience, actually, John.
true.
I left it vague for a reason.
I think when you're first learning, you're thinking about what you're doing all the time, thinking about where to put your hands, how does that sound, what am I doing? But after a year or two, there's a lot of muscle memory involved, and you can dream about something else while you're doing it, and that improves the whole delivery. Is without thinking, it's subconscious almost sometimes. And that's just time does that.
Vamping off of that, and I swear I was on a plane once. This guy asked me the same kind of thing. Wow, how do you do that while stomping, hand and blah blah blah? I'm like, well, it's kind of like a drummer. I'm not sitting back there, and I also play drums. But when I'm on the drum kit, I'm not thinking foot, hand, roll, foot, roll, hand, foot. I'm thinking, shit, yeah. I said, shoot, kids, yeah, shoot, yeah, shoot. And then anything that comes with it, right? So you get to a point where, but when you're learning to walk, you fall a lot. And that's just like building up the calluses on your fingers. You're just gonna fall. until you take those first couples. And the first time you take that step and you're like, whoa, that was so close. That was, and you're like, oh, wait, that's even closer. And then you kind of get this thing, and suddenly you're walking across and you're landing on the couch, or then you're walking from room to room, and you get to be your own parent, or find a significant other to be like, good baby, good.
Okay, so I need to interrupt him now because he's going to keep going. We're going on to the next subject now. So we've come to that part in the set where we've lured everybody into the tent from walking around. We've shown them the magic tricks. We've taken the set right down to its lowest point emotionally, so everybody's like, whether it be a sad song or a beautiful song like Nick did, or whatever. We've taken you down to that point, and now we're going to earn your respect again. We're going to play you something that you've already heard before. So this is what every solo artist needs to do. He needs to throw a few covers in. So we're going to start with Nick, and he's going to explain to you why he uses his cover.
I like to take what I do really seriously, and I get into it heavily, and it's very, very important to me. It makes me cry, it makes me angry, and I try and deliver that inner soul of myself. But I realise how self-obsessive that is, and how silly it is, and how humble we should be really, and how small we are. And I like to deliver that in the gig as well. And I also think humour is an important part of music, and this song delivers the best perspective of all lyrics ever written, as far as I'm concerned. And I'm really grateful to it for all the help it's given me. First of all, in my own perspective in life, and second of all, to improve every show that I put it in. Whenever life gets you down, Mrs. Brown, things seem hard and tough. People are stupid, obnoxious and daft, and you feel like you've had enough. Just remember that you're sitting on a planet that's evolving and revolving at 900 miles an hour, orbiting at 19 miles a second, so it's reckoned the sun that is the source of all our power. And the sun that you and me and all the stars that we can see are moving at 1,000,000 miles a day, in an outer spiral arm at 40,000 miles an hour in the galaxy we call the Milky Way. Our galaxy itself contains 400 million stars. It's 100,000 light years side to side. It bulges in the middle, 16,000 light years thick, but our bias is just 3,000 light years wide. And with 30,000 light years from galactic central point, we go round every 200 million years. But our galaxy's only one of millions of billions in this amazing and expanding universe. Our universe itself keeps on expanding and expanding in all of the directions it can whiz. As fast as it can go, the speed of light, 12 million miles a minute, and that's the fastest speed there is. So remember, when you're feeling very small and insecure, how amazingly unlikely is your birth. And hope that there's intelligent life somewhere out in space, 'cause there's bugger all down here on Earth. Mr. Eric Idle with the lyrics there.
Yeah, so with cover tunes, one of the things you either want to play something that people have heard before, but in a new way. That's the trick of all music, kind of delivering something simultaneously novel and familiar, like your favorite Dinky. So usually I go ahead and pull a sing-along into this. But there are several well-known covers that I do that you can find on YouTube. But usually I think the best service to the audience is to either really entertain them. For instance, I have "These Are the Hookers I Know," and that one goes on for a while, but it's not appropriate for children. But then there's also a million different ways to sing along. So I usually do this one. This is a good one that gets So, by the way, what I've just done is I've read this crowd and I've decided that you don't know this song. Because normally it's like, ooh! So what I might do is switch songs so everybody can sing this one. It's not super well known, but it's really easy to sing. It's got a good groove. And your part goes like this on the chorus. Diamond in the back, sunroof top, digging the scene with the gasoline. Ooh, ooh. Don't know this one either, huh? You go back to the first one. Diamond in the back, sunroof top, digging the scene with the gasoline. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What's gonna get a rousing sing-along from you people? Here it is. I'm just 2 words. That one has too many words. Yours goes, Back to the first one. There we go. Grandma's hand, church on Sunday morning. Grandma's hand, play the tambourine so well. Grandma's hand used to issue out a warning. They say, Johnny, don't you run that fast. You might step on a piece of glass, and there might be snakes there in that grass. Grandma's hand. Should I get down good though? We got 'em open all the time. Strictly that she don't play around. She cover much ground. She got game by the pound. Giving ladies a forte every day. The true play. Can't get it out of my mind. Well, I think about the girl all the time. Well, east side to the west side, the push is that right. Ain't no surprise. You got chicks in the stash, stacking up the cash, fast when it comes to the gas. By no means that bad. She got to have it. Baby, you're a perfect 10. I wanna get in, gonna get down so I can get in. I like the way you work it, no diggity, and gotta bag it up. I like the way you work it, what? No diggity, that's you. Bag it up, bag it up. I like the way you work it, yeah. Bag it up, I like the way you work it. She's got class and style, street knowledge by the pound. Never act wild, baby, low key on the profile. Cash your feelings is unknown. Let me tell you how it goes. Word the word, spin the verb. Love as a curse, don't speak what you heard. Oh, live with the fatness. You don't even know what the half is. You got to pay to play, just to show that John to look your way. I like the way you're working, jump tight all day, every day. Blowing my mind, baby, in time. Baby, I can get you in my ride. I like the way you're working, no diggity, gotta bag it up. Hey, 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 no diggity, oh, I got to bag it up. Like the way you're working, no diggity, I gotta bag it up. I like the way you work it. Now sing this part with me. Hey, 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 that girl is good. Hey, 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 play on, play on, play on. Hey, hey, my family girl. Hey, 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 oh, I like the way you work it. No diggity, got to bag it up. Yeah, you gotta go home. No doubt, baby.